Okay. So, what we're doing today is you're choosing an environmental issue that you wish to bring awareness to, or you wish to just kind of advocate. You know what advocate means? Well,
no, I don't.
No, you don't. Thank you. So, advocate means to push for something. So, like in political instances, think about the people that were like pushing for like the vaccines. So they were advocating for that specific thing to happen. So, say you want to stop global warming. You would advocate. I didn't hear you. You gotta say it so I can hear you. Pollution. You could do that by creating a poster. So, the first thing that we're gonna do. Yeah, she's right. It's not always that simple, but it can. Think about it this way: you can bring awareness to the idea that there is trash on the earth, and that we need to do something about it, right? Okay.
All that's going into space, the planet.
Let's look at some of these posters. We can
Tornado barcode.
Tornado barcode. Are you sure that's a tornado?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Case is right. So, what's happening is that that's like factories that are emitting gross stuff into the air.
That's me.
What is that telling you?
Factories are bad.
Yes.
I think factories are bad, but it could also mean something along the lines of
Factories are bad.
Yeah.
Am I talking? Yes. Are you being rude?
Nope.
Sorry.
You can talk when I'm done talking, okay?
Alright.
Respect
No.
the boss.
No.
Okay. There are too many.
56 times.
Okay.
There's so many. I feel like I didn't.
Let's look at the one with the chopsticks picking up the whale from a burning fire. What do you think this poster is conveying to you? Say it so I can hear you.
Like, I don't know, people are eating pickles, I guess? Driving
People are
fish?
eating whales.
I don't know. Extinction?
Okay.
Extinction, something like that?
Extinction. Okay, so what'd you say?
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know. Okay, so when I look at this poster, I see the fact that we have the burning looking ocean.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we are creating an environment where our whales can't live, our fish can't live, and we're making it really hard for them to survive. And not only that, but we are taking our whales and we are killing them off.
And we're eating.
Well, you can eat them or whatever people do, but it's kind of the idea that by creating awareness through these things, we are showing what people can do, or we are explaining a certain situation. So that's what you're doing through these posters. I'm going to have you pick a poster.
Deer reef.
I wish I could zoom out.
Deer reef.
And you are going to write down what is effective and ineffective about each of these, or a poster. Pick one. I have some paper and some pencils over here.
Help. The world traffic, the word press. Now that's one.
I know these aren't very good pencils, but they'll work. We're going to come back to painting eventually, so just do what we can here.
You can get smiley face when you look. There. Thank you. Where to put it?
Is that a heart? What is that?
Which one? What are we looking
It
at?
looks like a frog now.
This one?
Yeah.
We see the lungs, and then we have like, the factory pipe with the emissions. Yes.
First I thought it was a gun.
Yeah.
What is the deer leaf supposed to be?
So, do you see here? This says all flesh is grass. It's kind of the representation that we are all connected to nature, and if we don't take care of it, we're kind of screwed. The problem being the solution. So we see like the problem is everything that we do to the earth, and the solution is everything we can do to solve it. What about this one? What do we see with the Save the Arctic one?
Global warming.
Global warming. We see how the Arctic is melting because we are warming the earth.
Yes.
Okay, pick one of these pieces. I want you to write down at least 3 things that makes them impactful posters. It could be about the design, it could be about the words. There are no wrong answers, so don't worry about writing something down.
I just don't write the wrong answer.
They have to be relevant to what you're talking about.
Beans. Beans are the wrong answer. Beans is the best answer.
So you're going to pick one of the posters on the board? You're going to write about why it's impactful.
What?
I have a group chat that's my best friend and my best friend. And then we'll let them
Lovely.
with
I'm on our Discord right now, so I can't get on it for the chat. Kind of sucks for everyone else.
The Discord sounds bad.
Fish trash.
It's trash. I like the conversations going on.
Yes, very meaningful.
Okay, so once you have 3 things written down, I want you to share with your table mates. Tell each other what you're saying, and then you can pick someone to share out to me.
No.
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 I think they're-
Mm.
Okay, share with each other.
Okay. I have fish trash.
You can fish trash. Tell them which poster you're looking at first.
That one.
Fish.
Fish trash.
This one?
Yeah. Fish trash.
What made that a good poster?
Because ocean pollution.
Ocean pollution. So it's bringing awareness to the fact that our fish are being filled with trash.
Because they're eating it and they're not smart.
Then our bodies just think of
Exactly. She's got. Who else? Samantha.
Oh no.
Okay. Very good. So we used color. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm seeing, so it brings you, let's talk about Samantha's poster. So it has a polar bear sitting on melted ice. And it says Save the Arctic with these very simplistic colors. So not only does it bring you the message it needs with only few simple design choices, but it also really makes you feel the feelings, like the cold colors and like the depressing information like Samantha was telling us, like the black background. So think about things like that when you're making your pieces. Anybody over here want to share? No? Okay. So, now that we've looked at a couple posters, we can even scroll down. Like, look at this one. I found this one really cute. This one's about global warming. It's about the penguins, and it's got the penguin melting.
Go green.
Or we could see this one is Go Green, and it's a bicycle made out of trees.
It's how we hold it to use.
This is about saving the earth. So we are on a time crunch to help the earth get better. So think about themes like this. Like this is about radiation. This is about global warming. This is about utilizing water. Like this is like fighting over that water. We have our pollution ran by our political systems. We have everything that we can do. So where we're at is I need you to think about how that information that you know about specific environmental crises and turn it into a poster that either advocates or informs the viewer about that issue. So let's look at how to build a poster.
I didn't know this was on the pipe.
Yeah, really weird to click on. So, there are many different types of posters. The poster era lasted for a really long time. We still utilize posters today. So if we go down, we can see how time has really allowed us to, like, not words today, allowed us to utilize posters to give information. So look at Netflix Stranger Things poster. It tells you a lot about the show, it tells you what's going on, it gives you a little bit of information. So this is more of an informative poster. So there are many different types of posters. So we have event posters, which are one of the main mediums that we use to promote specific things like concerts, plays, musicals, or fairs. So you could make something like that. We have ad posters, which are something that are designed to distribute through like magazines, newspapers, or billboards, like the Coca-Cola. So they utilize like the words and the photographs to really push their message along. We have political posters. Political posters are mainly associated with like major moments and conflicts in history. So like the wars and other things. So like, have you guys seen this one?
Yeah.
That's what the study teacher has on.
Or have you seen this one? No? Well, I think
We've seen it now.
we've seen it now. Congratulations, I've introduced you to something new.
It's like that before, but that's not that exact one.
Yeah, so what are these posters telling you if you look at them? I know. Anything?
That one just says hope.
Hope? Okay.
Says hope.
So this was designed by Shepard Fairey, and it came to represent energy and optimism. Katie can read. Not today. Optimism surrounding Barack Obama's president campaign.
So hope.
So hope. So the kind of the hope that Barack Obama brought to his presidential era.
I know.
We keep scrolling down. We have movie posters. So there are many popular
Shut the
ones.
door open.
Do you like Jurassic Park?
Whatever.
Got it wrong. You just had
Whatever.
Okay.
fail.
So there's also like motivational posters. You know, we've seen these. They're like on our mom's kitchen wall where it's like we're utilizing the words and the imagery to really make an impact. That's kind of the main point here.
Why is there still Halloween decorations?
Okay, there's also travel posters. There's a couple more, I think, in here. So let's look at how to design a poster in 6 steps. Your first one is to start with your foundation, and that means it's just putting things down on paper to create that successful design. You really want to think about your goal and your objective. What do you want to accomplish with your poster? And if you don't think about those things, your poster's not going to come together or make sense. So really focus in, like what's your main topic? What are you trying to advocate for? And then, skipping that step, we want to know who you're trying to speak to. So think about who you are trying to target. That is your viewer. So the idea is, so think if I'm creating a poster about, say, air pollution, and I think about who my viewer is, and I think my viewer is going to be politicians who run big corporations that fund pollution. I would incorporate something that would be relevant to them into my poster to help attack them. Not attack, but you know what I mean. Like you're
Grab
just
their attention.
grab their attention. Thank you for the better word choice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, we understand that the poster needs a message. We need to think of the viewer. And so your next step after that would be to draft your outline. So that means using your paper that I gave you or getting a different one to sketch out what you want on it, think of some ideas. We don't want our poster to look like this. This is way too much information, too many words, not enough photographic imagery. And so to minimize that objective, that confusion, we need to like focus in on our objective. Think of like your main idea, and those are the only words you want on there. Nothing else.
Okay.
Most of it will be imagery. Your next step is to choose your color scheme. So this is probably the first thing that your audience is going to notice when they look at your posters. So if you're utilizing specific colors, remember we were talking about feelings? Every color has a specific feeling that goes along with it. So you need to think about those colors and those feelings that are going into it. Okay, what else we have? So after we've thought about everything about that, you can start adding the images that you want to really bring in that design element. So like see how they use their little bit of words, their main points, and they have one overall image? This is what we want. We want to have clear view of the words with a clear view of the image as well. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing else really is all that much important on this website. So, yeah. Here they're talking about the text layout, thinking about where your text is. So, like this bold text, that's the first thing that catches your eye. Then this. And then we come down and we can see these little words. So the bigger your words are, the more impactful they will be. But the less words you have, also the more impactful they will be. So think about that as well. So that's really the only steps you need to know. I'm gonna go back to Pinterest so you can have some cool examples to look at while you're designing to give you some ideas. Does anybody have a specific spot they want me to leave it on? No? Okay. Right there it is. You can finish painting if you want to, or you can work on your poster. What do you want? Do you want to finish painting, or are you done? Okay. So start designing your poster. Think about all the things that we talked about, and we'll get somewhere with it. And I will turn the music back on. Okay, so you don't know what text to put.
Nice.
So what I'm seeing is the sea lion, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a melted piece of ice,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing around.
Mm-hmm.
What does that make you think in your head? What's he trying to say?
Help.
Help! Can we just take help and write it somewhere? He could be saying help me.
Yay.
No, where are we at? Where are we at?
Mm-hmm.
Animals are humans too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so keep working, but your vocabulary for today was environmental art. And so that basically means that it is art that is defined under the roof of many different styles and objectives, but the idea is that you're making an art piece that helps convey a common belief about the world and provides that like ideal. So like pieces like this piece up here where she's talking about how clean air is really hard to come by, so we can put it inside of a canister and just inhale it. Just kind of those things where we think about specifically how that art impacts us and the belief we have about certain things. There is also some questions for you guys. So, I asked you last time you were in class, what difference do you think you could create by making art about the environment? Anyone want to answer the question again? So, those of you that could not hear Samantha, she said it can help you bring awareness to specific ideas and really just help you connect. And that's what you guys did today, is you were bringing awareness to a specific topic or idea. And so that can be very impactful and really bring people together to start doing something about a certain idea. Now that you have made an art piece that advocates for a specific idea or environmental issue, what message are they going to take from your poster? Any takers? If I don't get any takers, I'm going to call names. And we will be sad. Fran, what is your poster advocating for? Say it so the whole class can hear you.
Stopping global warming.
Very good. What about over here? What is your piece advocating for? So we have air pollution over here. What about up here? With the sure, Casey, go ahead, share.
Trash on the earth.
Trash on the earth. So we all have really big topics that we're talking about, and your art piece is bringing awareness for that, so people who view it can be encouraged to do something about it. So that's basically it. Let me see if I have any more questions for you. That's it. I'm gonna walk around, look at all your pieces. Trash on the earth. The outside?
Yeah.
What if you took like the black watercolor and you watercolored the outside of it?
That's what I was.
How's it going, Samantha? Is it getting glued down? It's looking good. Yes. Are you gonna let your little sister tear this one up?
No. I'm gonna hide this one.
Okay, it's a good plan.
Top of your closet where she can't reach.
Hang it up on the wall so she can't reach it.
Yeah.
You can advocate to your parents or your guardian. They all look really good. Nice job, guys. Does anybody have any questions about what they're making? Did anybody learn anything? Or feel like they're capable of telling people more about what we talked about for the last couple of days when we had class? Could you like walk up to someone and be like, here, I made this poster.
Now look at it.
Now look at it. What does it tell you? What are you gonna do about it?
Now you can stop.
You gonna stop?
Depending on how big the printer is, it's probably for the time.
You
But
could.
also it would just splotch the ink everywhere. But oh well. It is what it is.
Very effective. You could you could take a photo of it and then print it on printer paper so it fits the size of the printer. Right? You look good over here? Okay. You have approximately 8 minutes till the end of class.
No.
So if you have materials that you need to clean up that are messy and will take a long time to clean up, I would start picking them up. If you have details you want to add before you leave, I would do that now as well.
I wish I could